Hey there, welcome to my channel. I'm Ashley, and today we are going to retreat and renew in this 1 hour Yin Yoga practice for burnout and willpower fatigue. If you landed on this video, chances are you are already experiencing the symptoms of burnout and willpower fatigue. Maybe it's about your job, your family, just something in your life. It could be about a project you're working on and you just can't keep going this hard for this long. In Chinese medicine, we would see burnout as a sort of kidney deficiency or depletion. Being burnt out doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing the wrong things in life, that you're on the wrong path. It really, most of the time, just means that you've been going too hard for too long without a break, without rest, without the yin quality type things that you need to feel nourished. And so today's yoga practice is all about rebalancing that yin aspect. And also we're focusing on the kidney and kidney meridian. The kidneys in Chinese medicine are seen as the seat of the willpower or the will. And so whenever we get burnt out, the will wants to take a back seat. So when this happens, it's important for us to take a step back, take that break, take some space away from whatever it is that is burning us out, and then return to it once we feel like our batteries are charged, we're full again, we're able to provide the energy needed to accomplish whatever task it is at hand. Before we get started, I want you to do something with your blankets so that they're ready for you. So what you're gonna do is grab your 2 blankets, take them so that they are like so, folded in this way. And then what you're gonna do is roll up the blanket roll really tight. And then take the other blanket, do the same thing, lay it out, and then place that first blanket into the second one and roll that one up. And there you have it. It's basically a makeshift bolster. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position. Feel free to place your palm space up or down on your legs, sitting up nice and tall. Taking a moment here just to drop in and connect with yourself. Notice how you're feeling emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. Greeting yourself where you're at. Take a full breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, let it out with a sigh. Inhale again. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Breathe naturally and gently open your eyes. Please begin on all fours, coming onto your hands and knees with your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Start with a few rounds of cat and cow, moving from the base of your spine, rounding all the way up until your chin comes to your chest, pushing the floor away from you. And on the inhale, reverse the movement, pull the floor toward your knees, lift your chest, lift your hips, curl into your back. Continue back and forth, several rounds at your own pace with your breath. Feel free to move your hips, shoulders, head, and neck more organically, swinging your hips side to side, doing crazy eights, whatever feels good and natural for your spine. Maybe even closing your eyes, just to turn your attention more inward. Most likely you'll have thoughts come up as you're doing this Yin Yoga practice, which is normal. But instead of entertaining them, getting lost and attached to whatever storyline is arising, try to just observe with an open heart and an open mind, so that instead of judging, you are coming from a place of understanding and compassion. Come back to neutral, child's pose. Feel free to use your bolster or blankets, setting your hips down on your heels. Either lie on a bolster or your blankets, or come all the way down without a prop, letting your forehead rest on the floor. Maybe rocking your forehead side to side, going across your forehead or across your brow line, letting tension go that exists there, that is unnecessary. Let your shoulders relax and your neck relax. And just breathe here. We'll have long periods of silence so that you can fully enter within yourself, undistracted. Take a full breath in Exhale completely. Slowly lift yourself back up. And come up to all fours. Grab your blanket roll or bolster. You can just set it like so on your mat where you have enough space out in front of it for the rest of your body. You're going to sit on your right hip, so your right knee points toward that long edge of your mat. And just take your legs in kind of a stag position, so your inner left leg is on the floor. And we have this blanket rolled up. If you end up laying on it and it's too high, you can unroll it a little bit so it's not so big of a roll. And then just place your right in between your ribs and your hip onto that blanket roll. If you feel like something's pushing into your floating ribs, if you feel like a popping sensation, it's better to make your roll a little bit smaller until that doesn't happen. Then once you're ready, go ahead and take your whole right armpit to the floor. You can stay here and just let your left arm rest on your side, or you can take your left arm over your ear and then join your two palms together. We'll be here for a few minutes. Feel free to close your eyes and just breathe. Take a full breath in. Exhale with a sigh. Use your hands to slowly press yourself back up. And just flip onto your other hip. And lie down, being attentive to the differences between your sides and adjusting as needed for each side. Come all the way down. And feel free to take your right arm over your ear and rest here. Take a full breath in. Exhale, let it out. Slowly press yourself back up. If you unrolled your blanket roll, roll it back up and just set it back here where it was. Grab your block. Your block may be unnecessary for you, but we'll have it there just in case. So just place that like so. You may need to move it. We're aiming our upper back to this blanket roll for supported fish. And this one is the one where you want your head to be slightly back behind your heart. And so as you can see, my head lands right on this block. If you think you can take your head back further, maybe all the way to the floor, feel free to do that. Otherwise, use your block. You can stay here with your knees bent, knees angled in, feet out, or straighten your legs. You can take your feet a little bit wider than your hips and then let them relax open. Your arms can either be out to the side like a T, or you can even clasp your elbows and let them rest on that block like so. Be here for a few minutes. If your arms are crossed, switch so your other arm is on bottom. Take a full breath in. Exhale, sigh. Unclasp your arms. Use your hands to lift your head a little higher than your chest. Bend your knees. And then you can use your elbows or your palms on the floor to push yourself back up. Take your legs out wide so that you're facing a long edge of your mat. Bend your right knee and place your right foot to the inner edge of your left thigh, squaring your hips over your left leg. You can either do this without props or take your bolster right inside your left leg and fold forward. Feel free to just place the backs of your forearms on the floor, palms point up. You can take your forehead either to just hang down toward your blanket or touch your blanket, or even place a block here for extra support. And just breathe here for several minutes. Allow your legs to relax. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Slowly lift your head and push yourself back up. Move your bolster and then take your left ankle outside your right knee for Ardha Matsyendrasana twist. You can either hook your right elbow around your left knee, just hook your fingers and twist from the base of your spine all the way up the top of your head, gazing to the left, or deepen the twist by taking your left arm behind you on the floor, reach your right arm up, and take your armpit outside your knee, palm pointing forward, and breathe here. Slowly untwist. Take your legs back out, just straight. Bend your left knee and place your left foot to your inner right leg for the second side of half butterfly. Again, use your bolster or don't. Relax your legs and fold forward. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Slowly sit up. Move your prop. And take your right ankle outside your left knee. And then twist elbow to knee or elbow outside knee. Stay tall through your spine. And breathe. Untwist. Take your legs out to the sides one more time. Stretch your legs. Then bend your knees with your hands under your knees. Pull your legs in. Grab your strap. Have your other props just nearby you to where when you're on your back, you could reach them. And then lie on your back. Reclined, hand to big toe with the strap. You'll take your strap and then just loop it around your foot. Go for your right leg first. Your left knee can stay bent or you can straighten it. Totally up to you. I have my two hands holding the two ends of the strap and then just use gravity to let your arms kind of pull your leg down without really doing much with your arms. And hold here. Take the part of the strap that's in your right hand over to your left hand so it's holding both of the strap ends. And then slide your left hand down the strap towards you so your strap is longer. Let your right leg come to the right, but let it go closer toward the lower part of your mat as much as it needs to be able to reach the floor. And then you can use your right hand as a guide and to hold closer to the foot. My right wrist is braced up against my ribs on the top of my body. And just use that to hold your leg in place. Use your hands to help lift your leg back up. Then take both ends of the strap into your right hand. Cross your leg over to the opposite side. And then pick up your hips and scoot onto your outer left hip. And then you'll use your left hand closer to your foot. And then brace your right arm up against your torso. And again, you can take your leg lower toward your bottom foot, wherever you need, so that your leg comes to the floor. Slowly come back up. And then bend your left knee. And then take your left foot into the strap. Place your right foot down on the floor. And then hold both ends of the strap with both hands. Maybe straighten your right leg on your mat and let it relax. Take both ends of the strap into your right hand. And then slowly start to slide your hands down the strap. And let your leg come to the left. Use your left hand closer to the foot. And breathe here. Bring your legs slowly back up with your hands. And then come onto your outer right hip. Take your leg over to the right. Right hand closer to your foot. Left arm braced up against your left side. Slowly bring your leg back up. Take the strap off of your foot. Put it somewhere off to the side. For supported bridge, you can either use your bolster, blankets, or your block. You're just going to slide it underneath your sacrum so it's not your low back and it's not quite on your butt, but it's right in between those 2 points where you feel supported. And just walk your feet out to either under your knees or even straighten your legs if it feels okay on your lower back. Your arms can either rest by your side or you can extend them up beyond your head and be there. Be here a few minutes. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Bend one knee at a time. Use your elbows and feet pushing down into the floor to lift your hips. Slide your prop out from underneath you. Lower your hips. Do a few windshield wipers. Just let your knees go back and forth, side to side. Feel free to pause in any places that need a little extra time or attention. Next time your knees go to the left, keep them on the left. You can scoot your hips a little to the right if you need. Just hold here for a minute. Pick up your legs, scoot your hips a little to the left, let your knees fall to the right. Lift your legs back up, hips to center. From inside your legs, grab onto your ankles, and then pull your heels close to your sitting bones with your feet apart. And just let gravity pull your knees toward the floor. Pull your legs toward your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Maybe hold your wrists or fingers or elbows. Feel free to rock gently side to side across your back. Come all the way down into Shavasana. Feel free to use your blanket roll or bolster underneath your knees, or any other props to make your rest more comfortable. Take a full breath in. Exhale completely. Bring gentle movements back into your body. Maybe reach your arms and legs away from each other. Gently bend your knees. Roll over to one side. And slowly, mindfully press yourself back up to seated. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope that your burnout resolves soon. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you don't miss a class I post. Have a wonderful rest of your day.